Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Abhigya Salesforce tutorial. In this section, we are going to learn how to search for the products using the Salesforce AI agent. We are searching the products with using to the Salesforce AI agent. In this use case, the user interact with to the agent by asking to the specific product information. The agent process the request and retrieve the relevant product information from the Salesforce database using to the Salesforce actions like flows actions with using to the flows actions too. We are getting the information from the Salesforce database. Then finally, we are going to display the result into the in the chart interface. So user is asking to the particular product information, right? That product information we are going to display into in the chart interface. So here is the our flow execution, how it is going to the execute step by step. Let's discuss to the here. Initially, user giving to the their prompt, like or they are asking to the question or and submit to the request to the agent. So like I want to the Dell product information or Lenovo product information. After that, agent understand to the intent means what is the asked by the or what is the requested by the user. Then identify the appropriate action. Okay, identify the appropriate action. Routing to the that particular action means each agent contains to the sub agent. It is the routing to the that particular sub agent. So based on to the identification intent, the request is the relevant to the sub-agent or topic. Okay. Then it is the invoking to the our Salesforce actions. Then execute to the our Salesforce actions like flow or Apex classes will be the process. Under the sub-agent, we are going to calling to the our action. Okay, first is the user intent, then understand by the user intent. After that, it is navigating to the sub-agent. Under the sub-agent, we have the actions. So which actions we are implemented, like we are using to the with the flows or Apex classes, we are processing to the um, request. Then retrieve the data from the database. Okay, it is the like to create or update or search or whatever the we what we can perform to the different types of the operations. Then we have to display the information into the in the user. So based on to the user input, we are passing to the request and to display that information into the in the user. So the agent force, the result will be the presented to be clear and a user friendly response. Okay, so we are going to implement this complete use case step by step. By end of the this tutorial, you will understand how to configure the agent and invoke the flow actions, retrieve the products information from the database, and how we are going to present to the information back to the user in the normal language or user friendly language, okay, or format. So let's see how we are going to implement this use case without further delay. Let's get started. Let's come to the our Salesforce org. Click onto the app launcher. Click onto the Agentforce Studio. Now you have to observe here appear by the all our agents. All our agents will be the appear to the here. Let's click on to the sales order or management agent. Now we are going to create the our sub agent. Why? Because means we need to search to the products. So let's see how we are going to create the sub agent. From the here we can create the sub agent that is also be defined. or reusability purpose in the agent assistance too, we can create the sub agents. Let's show you the here assist agent force assists. Okay. This is the reusability purpose. We are going to create the from the agent force assets. Here appear by the all the sub agents. These are all the default Salesforce provided to the sub agents. We can create the our own sub agent. Click on to the new sub agent. Let's give it to the here sub agent name. Already I prepared it to the all the sub agent name and what are the description, all this for the time save purpose. So this is the our sales products inquiry sub agent. So description, what is going to the this sub agent, what is the role of the this sub agent, what is the going to the this sub agent. So this is the very important, we can give it to the with the clear information clarification. So this is the here we are going to give it to the so handle to the user request to related to the sales product sub-agent identify the intent of the search, retrieve and display the product information based on to the product name. Okay, category, these are all we no need to require based on to the product name. Now let's come to the scope. What is the scope of this? So let's copy this, give it to the scope. The sales product inquiry sub-agent is the responsibilities for search the sales product information by the name or product code, anything. We are only searching for the product name, retrieve the sales product details from the database and display the like a product code, description, price, and any active status. We are going to display the here. Help to user to correct a product before going to add it to the in the sales order. Just they are going to identify the correct product information. Support the sales order management, provide to the accurate product information. This is the our scope. Now let's give it by the instructions. What are the instructions? Understand the user's intent related to the sales products inquiries. What is they are asking? Instructions also very important. Based on the instructions, it will be the quickly executed by the our process. Quickly executed by the agent to the information. Like so. Okay. Set the matching products. And if you know products are displayed, suggest to search the another name. So intent, sorry, instructions we are going to provide to the agent. Response with a professional manner and with a user friendly message we need to give it to the user. So like this we are going to add it by the instructions. So here is the our sub agent name and clarification of the description. What is going to do this agent? What is the scope of this agent? Just to get the data from the database only. Okay, that is the main scope of this agent. Other than that, it will not do the anything. Help to the identify the correct product information to the user and before proceeding to the any orders. Now giving to the instructions based on this instructions, agent will be the executed. See here, used to run the sub agent based on to these instructions. All are I provided the here. Then click on to the next. Here, if you want to add it by the any actions, at present we are not adding by the any actions. Click on to the finish. Agent will be the created successfully. Before adding by the actions, we can create the flow. From the flow only, we are going to get the information. Now our next step is the flow. Search to the here flows. Click on the flows. Let's click on new flow. Now let's select by the here auto launched flow. Click on new here. We are getting the records from the database. Get records. Get sales product details. Fetch the sales product details based on user provided product name. Fetch the sales product details based on the user provided product name. Let's select by the our object name, sales product object. This is the one of the custom object. Here we are going to search with to the product name. This is the object set product name. We are searching to the user entered based product name, right? That's why I'm going to create the one new resource. Click on to the here also be the fine, or from the here also you can able to create the one resource. Click on to the new resource, variable where sales product name. Descriptions are the very important. Why? Because agent can read and process to the request. That's why we are going to provide the descriptions. Very important. Store the product name based on user provided product name. So store the product name based on the user provided at that product name. We are going to store into the in this. Let's take it by the here text to data type. And next must be the select to the available for input. Then only we can able to pass it by the what is the user enter the product name that we can store into the in this particular variable. Click on done. Now let's choose by the here our newly created variable where sales product name. Let's save up to here first. Click on to the save. Search or fetch the sales products information. Search sales product details. Search the sales product details based on user provided product name. Search the sales product details based on the user provided product name. Let's click on save. After that, we are retrieving the information. This information we are going to store to the particular variable. So that's why we are going to create the another resource. Click on to the new resource, variable. sales product details. This is the variable. Store the sales product details based on product name. Now let's take it by the here record. In this record, we are going to search the our custom object. Sales product is the our custom object. Let's take it by the available for the output. Must and should be the select the available for output. Then only we can display this information to the user. Click on done. Now come to the here. We are going to choose the fields and assign to the particular variable. Let's take it by this one. Choose the fields and assign to the variables. We are going to select by the our object variable sales product details. So which fields we want, we can add it by that fields to the here. Now here we are going to the like product name, product code, product description, price. So status, these are all we are provided to the here. Name, product code, product description, price, and we have to give it by the status. Field ID, it's not a required. If you want to, you can keep it also be defined. ID also, otherwise also not be the required. Name, product code, description, price, and status. These are all the we are fetching from the database. Like query, in the query we are going to get the what fields information. It's same like here also we are provided by the that particular fields information. Let's save. After retrieving the information, we need to give it by the proper response to the user that successfully find the details. That response we need to give it to the here. That's why we are going to take it to the one more resource. Click on to the here new resource variable where sales to products response text available for the output successfully found the product details. This is the default message I'm giving to the here. Available for the output. Click on to the done. Let's save. Before activating, we are going to test it by the here. Let's debug. Here we are giving to the product name. Let's come to the our product object, sales product object. I'm going to give it by the product name. Click on to the run. See here successfully executed. There is no any issues. One or more product records is the retrieved. What are the fields we are mentioned? Name, product code, description, price, and status. And here successfully found the record. Result also be the displayed. What is the response we are giving now? That is also be the displayed to the here successfully retrieved by the product details. See here, this is the product name we are given. Okay, so it is the successfully executing. Now click on to the activate this. After activating this, now back to the our agents here now. Agentforce assistant library. Let's refresh first. Now our next step is we need to create the action for the what we are created the sub agent. In the sub agent we are created, right? In that we are going to add it by the our action. When it is the called by the that sub agent, it is the invoked by the action. Click on to the here actions. Click on to the here actions. Click on new action. See here, click on new agent action. We are calling to the flows, right? Apex class or API or prompt builder, whatever we want, we can execute into the action. We are invoking to the our flow. Click on to the flow. Our flow name. At present, we have the only one flow, right? Other than the standard flows. By default, Salesforce provides some flows, but we are creating our own flow, right? That is only the appear. Otherwise, you can search it by the which flow you want to invoke. That flow you can select to the here. Search sales product details. Then click on to the next. What are the description we are provided? All will be the appear to the here. Loading message when user asking to the requested at that time, it is the processing to the our Salesforce data, right? At that time we are giving to the loading information. So searching sales product details. Searching sales product details. Now let's come to the here we have the inputs and outputs. We are defining the input, right? What is the user entered by the or provided the product name, that is we are storing it in this variable. Here we have to select the collect from the user. This information we need to collect from the user must be the select this. Then only what is the requested by the user, which product information requested by the user, that information will be the stored by the in this. There is no any other input fields. Then come to the output fields. In the output fields, what we are retrieving the data from the database, that is we are stored into the in this variable. This information we need to show in the conversation, right? We need to display to the user, right? Must be select to the show in conversation. Must be the selected, then only the what we are retrieved from the database, that information displayed to the user. And any other one, so click on to the here show into the conversation. We are not provided by the description at the time of the created the product response. So here we can give it to the to show the response to the user. This is the information we are giving to the here to show the response to the user. Now what we are going to the give it by the inputs and output fields, we can configure to the here. Then click on to the finish. Now our action will be the ready. Our action will be the ready. Then come to the sub agents here. Here also you can add it by the our action for the sub agent, or from the agent prompt builder also you can able to add it anywhere you can find. Let's come to the here we are going to add it by our sub agent. Refresh by the page. Click on to the here plus symbol sub agent. We are going to add or create the sub agents. Click on to the here sub agent. Click on to the add from the assist library. Already we are created, right? That is directly we can add it. Otherwise, if you want, you can create the from the here also with the new sub agent. There is no issue. Already I created. That's why I'm adding from assist library. Click on to the here. So search products or what we are giving sales products sub yeah, okay, sub agent. This is the our agent name. Select this, click on to the add agent. Under the sub-agent, we are added by the our sub-agent name. Click on to the save. Under this sub-agent, we need to add it by the action. When it is the invoked or routing to this sub-agent, we need to do the action, right? That's why here we are going to click on to the add or create the action for this sub-agent. Click on to the plus symbol. This is also already we are created the action right in the assistant library. That's why we can choose to the add from assist library. Click on to the here. Let's search sales product details. This is the our action. Select this. Click on to the add to the agent. Now let's save Control S directly. You can give it. It is automatically saved Control S. Let's see, this is the main agent. We have this is the main agent information. That main agent is the sales order management is the our main agent. Under the main agent, we have the sub agent. One is the router, another one is the sales product inquiry sub agent. In this sub agent, we have the actions. What are the actions performed? We are going to add it by the one or more actions here. At present, we are added only one action under the sub agent. Main agent, then sub agent. Under the sub agent, we have the action. This is the action. Then let's test it for this. Click on to the preview here. Here, preview. Now ask to the here, provide the sales product details. We are not giving by the any product name. Let's see what is asking to the agent to us. User giving by the intent. User giving by the intent, the provide the sales product details. User requesting to the provide the sales product details. At present, not provided by the any product name. So agent, how it is the respond, we can check it. Click on to the enter. Please provide the product name or product key for search the sales product details. It is asking to the sales product name. We are giving the input, right? That's why it is directly showing to the sales product name. Sometimes it will not be showing this, directly asking to the text. Let me refresh this. I'm going to ask to one particular product details. Apple. This product information I'm expecting. Let's come to the our agent. Provide the Apple MacBook sales product details. I am asking. Let's hit on to the enter. See here, you have to observe. Here are the product details of this. What is the product name, product code, product description, price, status. It is the we have the active or inactive status. That's why it's not showing any properly. Okay, it is the checkbox. Now here you have to observe by the what are the fields we are requesting. That fields information provided by the here. Product code, description, price. Successfully forward the product details. This is the we are given right in our flow. In our flow, we are provided by the response. See here, variable. In this variable, we are giving a sales product response. Successfully found the product information. This response will be the appear to the here. Let's try the another product. This is the one of the product. So if you go to the all here, number of the products we have, you can choose to the any one of the product is the fine. Let's take it by the Dell HPS 9300. This product information. provide the product details. Let's see here. Now it is displayed by the Dell HPS product code and what are the description for this and what is the price. This will be the populated to the here. Based on to the user input, it will be the executed. Let's come to the our flow action. See here, first user enter the request, right? User enter the request, then agent can understand by the user request or intent. So here what we are asking, provide the Dell product details. Then agent understand the intent. It is routing to the that particular sub agent. That is the sales product search sub agent. It is the routing. After this, under this, it is the action. This is the main agent. When user provided by the intent, provide the product details. This is the intent. Then agent can understand. It is routing to the sales product inquiry sub agent. After that, it is the executing by the action. What are the actions we are provided now? That is the action. That is the action we are going to invoke by the flows or Apex class or any prompt builder. That will be the next to executing to the here. Then it is calling to the our flow. What is the flow we are calling now? That flow will be the executed by the next step. In this, based on to the product name, it is searched by the product details and return to the agent, return to the sub agent. After that, retrieving the data to the from the Salesforce, right? Retrieving the data. That data here agent can display to the user. Agent can be the display the user before displaying to the this is the presenting to the with a clear and user friendly response. Before presenting, it is preparing to the user friendly response finally and display to the user. This is the actions for while executing to the our agents. What are the intent we are asking now at the time? It will be the backend executed by the this is the process step by step. It will be the executing. Then next to come to the here, we can just search with to the any product name. Lenovo provide the Lenovo product details. So there is no Lenovo product details found. We need to give it by the proper naming. Sometimes it will give to the what are the product name related to it. That name also will appear. Actually, we have the Lenovo is there. Sometimes it will get it by the latest created product information also be the displayed. So this is the way to we are going to implemented by the our requirement, how we are going to search to the sales product information, how to configure to the our agent, and how it is the invoked by the our Salesforce flows, then how to display the data to the user. I hope it's clear how it was the implemented. Stay tuned for the more real-time scenarios.